Hey, LaVar Ball, real big baller brands don't overcharge kids for shoes. LaVar tweeted, big ballers lose. If you can't afford the ZO2s, you're not a big baller. Warriors assistant coach Mike Brown was asked about the shoes last night. Let's take a listen.
Would you buy your kids a pair of shoes for $500 from an unproven NBA player out the box?
No.
Shannon, was it a mistake by LaVar to charge this much?
Yeah, I think it is. Now, I don't have a problem with him, coming out with his own brand and trying to market it and trying to make money. You live in a capitalistic society and you come up with innovations and people sell things all the time. But Skip, the word I'm going to use in retailing, they always say, is price point. His price point is way, way off. You can't charge as an upstart more than what established shoe companies are charging. The Jordan, the LeBron, the Kyrie, the Steph Curry, the KD. That's 2-3 times what established NBA players with the backing of established NBA brands. I don't understand what he was trying to go for. And then to say, well, if you can't afford these shoes, you're not a baller. Can you imagine if Mercedes says, well, hey, if you can't afford this car, you ain't a baller? Well, I think everybody's gonna say, well, I'm a baller blocker because I'm not finna pay $500 for these orthopedics. Skip, he got to bring the price down. If you want to do $100, and maybe they don't sell in America like this, but Stephon Marbury has a shoe, and it's not a major backing, but it does very well overseas. And so maybe that's the case. I just think he rubbed a lot of the big brands the wrong way. I want $1 billion. You don't have to give it to me all at once. You can give it to me $100 million over 10 years. Skip, that was the wrong way to go about it. Say, yes, I would love to work with the big brand, the name brand sneaker companies, and hopefully we can come to something that my son, myself, and the shoe, because I have a prototype of my own, but to go about it this way, I think he's going to have a problem moving the shoe.
Okay, I hear you. You're probably right. This could be epic fail on the part of LaVar Ball. But once again, my step back perspective on this is somehow LaVar Ball continues to make himself the biggest story in sports. He's risen above NBA playoff stories. This has become, over the last 24 hours, the biggest story in sports.
It's trending.
Seriously, 2 months ago, just 2 months ago, I didn't know who LaVar Ball was. I knew who Lonzo was, but I didn't know about his dad.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
And all of a sudden, this man now has the cachet and the you-know-what to
chutzpah.
Yeah, the chutzpah. But he's got the cachet to dare to launch his own sneaker line after thumbing his nose at Nike and Under Armour. You don't want to work with me? And Adidas, all of them. Yep. He said, heck with you, heck with you, heck with you, watch this. And he has launched his own line, and immediately, within 24 hours, he has generated publicity that Nike and Under Armour and Adidas would be in awe of generating in 24 hours, right?
Yes.
Because everybody's talking about this one shoe that's 6 months away from hitting the market.
Right.
That's astonishing to me. And it's credit to LaVar for somehow pulling this off, because now every talk show in America is having a ball with LaVar Ball, right? That's all anybody's talking about. And we're going to bring Rob Parker on in a little while. We're going to do it again, talk about it, and go deeper into it. But again, my step back here is I'm trying to figure out how he's doing this, because this is an incredibly creative marketing scheme that he's trying to pull off, because he's saying, okay, it's going to cost you $500 to merely reserve some of the original sneakers that are going to hit the market in 6 more months.
Right.
And by the way, if you send me your $500, no refunds, no money back. So you have, he will have your $500. And let's just do the math. I don't know what, I don't know, this is out of my league.
If he
so
sells 1,000 of
Okay, that's the number I wrote down. What if he sells 1,000 in the next week or so? because people are foolish enough. They like the mystique of this. Wow, I want to be part of this. Like it's starting to have some cool factor to it. And by the way, the shoes look pretty good to me. I don't know. What do I know? I think they look pretty good. You think not?
I mean,
I like the black and
don't
gold.
care.
You know why I like black and gold? Vanderbilt colors. Way to go. Maybe they're Vanderbilt.
now it's reported now Ocho Cinco said he bought a pair.
Did he?
Michael Bennett.
Oh, they said they
yes,
did.
Yes, because I
Okay,
followed
well,
both
that'll
of them.
help.
They say they purchased them.
Okay, but think about this. So if 1,000 people buy these shoes in the next week or so,
500K.
that would give him $500,000 in seed money to actually produce the shoes, to
Right.
make the shoes.
Right.
So then he makes X number originally
Right.
to satisfy the 1,000.
Right.
And then you're off to the races.
Right.
And maybe the publicity starts to feed off
Right.
itself and generate more interest. I don't know.
I don't think he's crazy though, Skip, because if you remember, Phil Knight, when he started Nike, was selling shoes out the trunk of his car.
Okay.
At least he got a head start. He's on the internet. He's already got people talking about it. So basically, for Nike to get to where it was like word of mouth. This guy's selling waffle shoes out of the back of the trunk of his car, out of blah, blah, blah. But Skip, here's the thing. Now, I know someone. I have two stylists. You know, I'll be styling and profiling. Shelly and Arturo. Arturo used to be the executive guy that when you go to the showrooms at Ralph Lauren, he designed the showrooms. How you saw the mannequins dress, he did all that. So, but he wanted to do his own thing as far as clothing. Talked to Mr. Lauren about it, and Mr. Lauren said, okay, gave him his blessing. He went out on his own. Now, he has the same fabrics that Mr. Lauren has and Brioni and Tom Ford, but he can't charge those prices.
No.
Because he's just getting into the business and he doesn't have those names. So his price point has to be different than theirs. And I think that's the problem that LaVar doesn't understand. You can't charge 3 times. Now, there's only one guy that can charge $400 or $500 for a sneaker, and his logo is on the sneaker. That's Jumpman. That's Michael Jordan. You're not Michael Jordan. So for you to think that your price point can be 2 to 3 times what the average, a known commodity, everybody knows what Nike is. Everybody knows the athletes, especially basketball players, that wear Nike. They know Adidas. They know UA. But for you to come out here and to look at the logo, it just looks like a. Now, I would like to think, could he have moved these if he had a relationship, if he had handled the situation better? Imagine if there was a swoosh on that shoe, or those three lines, or the UA. I guarantee you people will buy them because they look a little bit like the Steph Curry 3. The Steph Curry 3, while you bull jiving, people like brands. And right now, what is his brand?
Well, he's his own brand. These are LaVar shoes more than they're Lonzo shoes, right? Isn't that what we're doing here? That's
well, he's made it about LaVar.
Yes.
Because that's what we're talking about. Oh,
Right.
the LaVar Ball, the Lonzo 2. Hold on. What you mean LaVar and Lonzo? No, Lonzo is the basketball player. He's wearing the shoe. LaVar ain't going to be wearing no shoe.
No, I got it. But we don't even know where Lonzo's going to be playing. So you can't even time to the Lakers. He's going to be the next big Laker. I don't know where he could be in
Right.
Phoenix. I don't know where he could be.
I just wish he would have handled the situation a lot better, had a better working relationship, because I believe Nike would have been willing, or one of these shoe companies, Skip, would have been willing to work with him. But when you tell them, there's only one guy making $100 million a year on shoes, and you know who that is, Skip. That's Jumpman.
I got
But
it.
he's been there since '84.
Okay, but what if he's still one step ahead of us? And what if he gets 1,000 people to pony up $500 and he takes that to fund the project?
Right.
And then a month into the project, he drops the price to $200 or
Yeah.
whatever and makes it more marketable
Well, I'm going to be
to the
upset.
masses. Because
You
you're
charge
gonna,
me $500 and now you can get them for $200?
No
I think-
refunds.
no refunds.